be a chameleon.
Could be. Well, I want to be the chameleon from fucking Tangled.
You have to know the name.
Pascal.
I didn't know the name.
You
Tangled is like after my time.
But you're so Disney.
Okay, we're going to talk about... Okay, we have to start.
We definitely do. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm trying something different with these intros where I have a mild conversation with my guests.
That was the intro?
That
can't be the intro.
You want the intro to just be me?
No, but I just mean you just broke the fourth wall.
That's fine. We're allowed to break the fourth wall on this podcast. You know how many times you did it last podcast?
It's your podcast. That's
so
okay.
I'm just saying.
I didn't realize I was being recorded when I admitted that I don't know.
Do you not? Okay. Well, now, do you want me to just scratch that intro entirely?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do whatever you want.
All right.
I feel like I've been exposed, but that's okay. We will discuss. This is consistent with something I wanted to discuss.
100%. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got a great friend of mine once again on the podcast. She's back for another episode. She does not really need that much of an intro, I feel. I mean, like, she's fantastic as a comedian as she is. She was actually on one of my shows back in November. We will definitely talk about that. But she is, from what I've heard, she is Toronto's last straight woman. So you guys better give it up for Jess Goddard.
How are they going to give it up?
I don't know. They're going to probably clap at home.
No, hit the like. You know what? When you go bam, 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 bam,
yeah.
You can only hit the like button once, right?
Yes.
If you hit it again, does it unlike?
Yes, and then and then you can do it again. That's fine.
So if it's... Oh no. This is not good. So if it's an even number...
Are we doing more girl math?
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's an even number...
Yeah.
Then it will be like it was never liked at all.
Well, she got me this pink drink and it's awesome. Thank you so much.
Aren't I generous?
It's
aren't I a nice lady?
It's a mango dragon fruit lemonade. There's a lot of dragon
He's
fruit.
reading that to me as if he didn't order it. As if you're not as if you're not like, here's what I want, and wrote down exactly those words.
This is for the people at home
now
that are watching that don't know
now we can break the fourth wall.
That don't know what this is, and they're probably thinking, why is this straight dude drinking a pink drink? Which is totally fine if you're straight. You know, you can totally...
Which is totally fine if you're
stuff.
Straight.
So,
it's okay to be straight.
Yeah. Oh my God. So
but
thank you.
I did the thing. You just wanted to say something and I cut you off, but this is important.
Okay.
This is very important. When I got these two drinks from Starbucks, the guy at Starbucks was like, do you want a tray? And I was like, do I look like a bitch? I don't want a tray. I can handle two drinks walking down the street.
You did. So thank you.
It was horrible.
Yeah,
it was a nightmare.
Hand is cold, one hand is hot.
Both hands were cold. What was I? No.
What did you get?
It's just a white chocolate mocha.
So shouldn't it be?
Doesn't matter what I got.
Okay.
No, but it doesn't matter. Both my hands were out in the chill. It doesn't really matter what was in them. Normally, I could alternate hands in the pocket, but now I just had both hands out, and like the skin around them was just like pink and freezing. And when I went to text you that I was here, like the thing where like my finger was numb, and you can't really text, so you're like typing all the wrong letter. Anyway.
Yeah, these are some modern day problems, 100%. Yeah,
for sure. Can I tell you? I remember the first guy I met. The first guy I met in the world, but I remember the first guy I met that was like, I got these cool gloves that are like touchscreen gloves.
That guy's a dork.
No, but this was in the
I don't even know him.
This was in the, since we've established we're the same age, this is like, this was in the year 2012.
Okay, so yeah, we were both 18, so this guy's a dork.
Oh my God, you did the math so quick. Yeah, that was my first year of university, and this guy was like, oh, look at these gloves. These are so cool. They've got a little touchpad for them. I remember the first guy that said that, and it was like this cool thing. I don't know if it wasn't cool, but it
doesn't even count back then because the haptics for like touch screen.
The haptics.
Yes, it's a sign. It's a term. Like,
tell me more.
Like the feedback you get from like hand to screen. Yes, I think so. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the fucking comments. But basically, back then in the day, the touch screens weren't, or I think they were sensitive. So it doesn't matter if you got gloves. They would pick up on certain.
No, they wouldn't. You used to not be able to text through gloves.
You still you can't do it today.
No, but most gloves today have automatically. They have.
Not mine.
Really?
Yeah. Well, that's because I buy like the basic.
No, but it's not like something super novel or expensive. They usually just have on the index finger like little pads you can.
Oh, like I think I know what you're talking about, but
everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Right.
What?
Well, the last podcast that you were on, the last episode, we went over a certain topic.
Rainforest Cafe.
That is coming back to this episode.
Okay.
Do you know what that is? Do you have any idea what that may be?
We said Rainforest Cafe. We said Disney.
Oh, okay. This is the acting that's coming in handy. Yes.
Wow.
She's so good at acting.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this is like a Knives Out movie. I've never seen Knives Out. I don't know what it's about.
Yeah, because you only watch Disney movies.
The twists and turns that this is taking.
Yeah.
This is scattered.
But anyway, I got us some Dunkaroos.
How do they do it? They go like this. They like show things on. Do you know what I mean?
I don't watch beauty influencers, clearly. So
this is the thing. This is. I love this. This is the original.
That is the OG flavor, yes.
My favorite.
And then we also got, like, this.
That's weird.
Double chocolate, I know.
Chocolate on chocolate.
That's, like, the worst kind of crime.
That's not... Very good. Well done. This is a cinnamon toast crunch. What? Is it upside down? Okay.
I think, no, it's got... You're good.
If I flip it upside down, I think that drives home the point. This is, can I just tell you, Cinnamon Toast Crunch as a children's cereal, I believe it's directed at children.
It has to be.
The cereal.
Yes.
I think they have, who's the mascot for that? I wasn't allowed to eat sugary cereals when I was a kid, so I don't know.
I don't think they had a mascot.
Oh yeah, maybe they didn't.
It was just branded as it is.
I was going to say that's the captain, but it's not. It's Captain. That's Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think cinnamon is a weird flavor for kids anything. Do kids care about cinnamon?
I mean, they like it because it's mostly sugar. You know?
Sure, but that's why I'm saying there's so many other sugary cereals that are just like, look, this is blue and green and it tastes like sugar. Like they don't have to call it any flavor.
Cinnamon is a spice.
It is a spice.
But then technically so is vanilla.
No. Don't say that to me. What do you mean?
Okay. It's not.
Okay. That can't be a spice. That really offends.
Do you not know where it comes from?
The vanilla tree.
The vanilla tree. It's like the giving tree, right?
Yes. Well, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the vanilla. Oh, no, it's like a little white flower.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's like a little stem.
Degree in English.
Yeah. Not biology.
Queen's University. Yeah. Oh my God, they look different.
They do.
They look different. Oh no. Okay.
Well, you start.
I'm showing them. This is important. Zoom in.
I'm going to zoom in. Post-production. 100%. Yes.
Post-production. I'm going to take this one from the middle. It's different.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, it's... Oh, they give you more. Well, actually, when I open it, it could be shallow.
Yeah.
It's kind of wider. This used to be my big complaint, right? That like...
It used to be smaller, but anyway. No, they used to be bigger for us because we had little hands.
Whoa.
You're right. Kids, right?
You're right. It's the Mandela effect. Okay, I'm really excited. Okay, this is gonna be great. Sorry if I don't offer.
No, it's fine. I just gave you the whole box.
Okay, wait. I'm freaked out. This is very real. This is very authentic.
Oh, are they?
Wait.
Hold on. What? You got all the.
Is that what it is now?
You got all the little circle ones?
Okay.
Fuck, what did I get? Wait, did they not? Oh my God.
I think it's just these now. I think it's just...
No,
the whole thing is just the discs.
I think it is. Isn't this your favorite shape?
Yes! This is huge. This is big.
Amazing.
What? I had no idea.
I think they just...
You know what? If you look at the picture...
What? This is actually kind of a bad thing. You know why? Because this proves that they don't believe in kids having a wide enough imagination.
Well,
so they're just like, just give them a basic shape.
Well, I noticed that it's like, here, it has picture. It's like, what's your dunk? And it like shows different way. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, kids don't need to be shown how to dunk a cookie into frosting.
They just put that stuff in their mouth. Boom. Hey, yo, pause. But anyway.
Anyway, this is huge. This is a really big development in my life.
Yeah.
Because this was my dream when I was a kid.
Oh,
to
yeah?
get one. Yes.
I'm struggling with opening this. God damn it.
You just saw it live. This was my actual dream. I would fantasize in school.
Were you for sure not allowed to have like sugary stuff as a kid?
No, I could. My house was like very sugary, but just sugar cereals specifically. My dad, I don't know what my dad read or what he, like, I don't know where it came from, but his hard line was like sugary cereals. And then like in the morning and then after school, it was just a free for all.
Of course.
It was like cookies, candy, whatever.
Yeah.
So I grew up on Cheerios, plain Cheerios.
Oh my God.
Eventually, when I got older, I was allowed Honey Nut Cheerios.
What a sin.
And Shreddies. And
my God.
To this day, and like, you know, I don't know if they put anything on Shreddies now, but to this day, like just plain, like Shreddies. But to this day, those are like the two only cereals I've ever eaten in my life. I've never had any other kind of cereal. Because then I outgrew cereal. Then I was like, I don't feel like eating cereal anymore. I think it's been years since I've had a bowl of cereal.
Oh, we gotta get you onto that.
No, because who needs that much milk in the morning?
Well, you don't gotta have cereal in the morning. You can have cereal like for lunch. You know, just like a little snack after something. You know, this is massive. Also, for those keeping score at home, the frosting is also different now, but there is more of it. They've given us more frosting, and the sprinkles are like kind of bigger and longer, but there's less throughout. Have you noticed that the cookies taste different?
Well, now that you've said it, a little bit.
I don't know how I feel about this.
They give us all D's. And we have the rare opportunity to like mix and match.
We gotta try 2 more flavors? This is like, I feel like I'm already in like a diabetic coma from like 1.
We haven't even eaten any.
I ate 1.
You got all these Dunkaroos? You want to have a Dunkaroo party?
Well, because we...
So you just did this for the bit?
Yes. That's how dedicated I can
I respect that.
Thank you.
And yet we are not wasting all these Dunkaroos.
We're not.
You're insane for that.
Oh my God. I'm gonna probably have to give these out to like kids. Just, that's weird. I should not do that. You should give them out because I have a mustache.
Yeah,
So
that doesn't help.
No,
that doesn't help. Honestly, this podcast is really good evidence. If you would ever get apprehended, I'd be like, no. We organically came to the conclusion we had too many Dunkaroos.
Yeah, but then
for the filming of our podcast, and we said, you should give them out to some kids.
No, but then they'll just be like, oh, she's his accomplice.
So, this was all planted.
100%.
In fact, you know what? Yeah. You never had a podcast to begin with. We planted every episode of this podcast before today, just to lead up to this episode so we could give out Dunkaroos to kids.
Yeah, 100%.
That is commitment to the bit. The whole first podcast I did months ago, also part of
this big scheme, this big plan that we planned out on like this a board.
Plan that we planned out.
When we connected all the red lines and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, on that board.
Yeah, but nothing's there, so that's why it's all a figment of my imagination.
We actually are at this point.
Borderline schizo?
No, what's the word? I'm not confessing. We're like implicating ourselves.
Yeah, we should stop doing this. Yep.
This is so good. This is amazing. This is genuinely what I dreamed about as a kid.
This is like an episode of Wild Wings. No, Hot Ones.
Hot Ones. Wild Wings.
Sorry, that's the
Don't be sorry.
Wing place that's nearby.
I knew what you meant.
Okay.
Hot Wings. I hate that place.
You hate Wild Wings?
Worst wings ever. Disgrace. Disaster.
Okay.
We can talk about it.
That's all you need to say. It's fine. I mean, if you want to get it off your chest.
There's more to it.
Okay, go off.
But I have one more left, so you go.
Okay, well, I'm eating like 2 at a time.
I bet people are riveted.
Oh, yeah.
By us eating
100%. Oh.
Like and subscribe. Wait,
what if this was like a Hot Ones challenge? Oh my God.
Choking.
This is hell. This is
heaven. Are you crazy?
This is awesome that I get to share this experience with you, but like, oh my God.
You can't finish it?
No, do you want mine?
Are you insane? What is wrong with you? All of this just for the bit, eh? That's a shame.
Well,
that's a real shame.
You know what?
Oh my god. Okay, but here's what he's done. His ratio's all fucked up.
His
ratio's all fucked up.
Ow.
He's pretty much out of frosting.
How am I out of frosting?
You're pretty much out of frosting, but you have 5 cookies left. You're not going to be able to stretch. No, compared to the amount of frosting that you got.
So there's a certain way to do it?
Absolutely. You have to only take a proportionate amount of frosting in each dunk so that you can sustain it to the end. And if there's a little bit more left over at the end, you have to be conservative about it. If there's a little bit more left over at the end, all the better. Makes the last cookie the best, the last bite, the best one.
Okay. All right.
Wow. I'm disappointed in you.
I bet, well, as usual. What else is new? What else is new? Come on.
I don't know. Oh, what a delight. This is so good.
What the fuck?
This is the part where I would now... See, look, now I have more frosting. Or I don't have enough frosting. I have more cookies.
So I'm such a frosting fiend.
You fucked it up.
I really did.
You really...
You know what? People are probably going to look back at this and be like, yeah, he definitely messed up 2 minutes ago.
What do you mean?
The camera's on me. They can clearly see just how much frosting I...
Oh, yeah. They should rewind.
100%.
Like now...
Yeah.
There's a puny amount of frosting on the second last cookie. Without it. But now there's no frosting for the last one. Well done.
Doesn't matter.
Who raised you? You know, I have nothing but respect for your parents.
Okay.
Don't come after me.
You know who raised me? The streets of Scarborough.
That's even scarier.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a lot of... Can we pivot from Dunkaroos to Indian extortion gangs?
Oh, 100%. But can we take a break first?
All right.
Hi there. Welcome to this episode's break. Yes, I included breaks in here. Usually for normal podcasts, you would hear an ad break. This is a brand new podcast, as you can see, and I haven't got to that point of having affiliate marketing work in my favor. So instead of an advertisement, this is just me reminding you to take a break. Get up, stretch, drink some water, go relieve yourself, do what you gotta do, get up, do something else, okay? Take a break. If you're driving, don't pull over. Make sure you got your indicators on. If it's raining, turn on your wiper blades. And just readjust your mirrors if you have to. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy your journey. Maybe even reset your GPS if you have to. But try not to look at your phone while you're driving, if you are. And if you're sitting at home watching this, again, get up, stretch, get some water, go grab a snack, maybe even, and, pet your dog, kick your cat, I don't know, Go hug a tree if you are outside, maybe listening to this. If you're listening to this and you're outside as well, and you're out in public, maybe in the city, say hi to a stranger, maybe, compliment them. And this podcast will resume in a little bit, but just take a little break, even if you gotta pause here and then come back to this episode at a later time. Please do so. But breaks are important. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much. And there is more to come for this podcast.
So now that we're back from our little break, you wanted to talk about Indian extortion gangs.
Yes.
As if I know anything about them. Okay, well...
Well, then who does? Who can I ask about this?
What's the premise of it? Because I kind of...
You're asking me the premise? I'm asking you the premise.
Oh, why would I know? Just because I'm Indian?
Literally, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'll tell you exactly why. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay.
Because here's what I know. and maybe it'll be obvious what the missing piece for me is. Okay. Here's what I know.
Yeah.
In places like Brampton and Surrey, and apparently in like parts of Calgary or something, there is now this big problem of Indian extortion gangs. Yeah. And it's like, this is what I understand it to be, based on my consumption of the mainstream media, is what?
No, it's just the way you said it. It's great. I love it.
It's like guys from the Indian community, from the Indian diaspora
are they wearing
community,
turbans?
or fuck if I know. They don't come up to me, but come up to people who are also in the Indian community of the Indian diaspora and are like, give us a bunch of money or else. And then later, if you don't pay them, somebody comes, like drives by your house and like shoots at your house or shoots at your business. Like, or you just like come back to your business and there's like bullet holes in it or something. And so this is what I understand. My question is...
I know where you're going with this.
No, you don't, because I'm going nowhere with it. Okay. The whole thing is, it's one big question mark.
Why does it happen?
What is this? I don't know what this is. Like, what, like, why wouldn't the same gang also come up to me?
Here's the thing.
Or someone who's Greek, or something, or whatever.
Yeah. So it goes similar to this, where it's like chocolate on chocolate crime.
But what? But what is it about? Like, I just the whole mechanics of this type of crime, I just don't understand whatsoever.
So it happens not just within the Indian community; it happens with other communities as well too. Like, I've heard about people experiencing with like in the Chinese community, where it's their own people that are still foreigners that know people from back home. At least this is my understanding of it. They know people from back home, and the people that participate in this extortion and they try and get money out of people. These are people that were most likely a part of like criminal gangs back in their home country. The
perpetrators.
Yes.
But not the victims. The victims are like total strangers.
Sometimes the victims can be mildly involved. I'm not for sure certain of that, but there's some kind of a connection. Because even with my understanding about like crime just happening here in Canadian gangs and whatnot, in order to get involved with that or to be a victim of it, you have to have some kind of a connection. They don't just go after like random people.
I don't, but this is the thing. I don't know if that's true. Like based on the narrative of the mainstream media, it literally is.
It seems
from what
like
I understand, it's like
it seems like
someone you've never met before.
But with the mainstream media, they're only giving you the tip of the iceberg of a story. They don't fully go in depth, and the reason for that is because they do that to drive views, to drive certain narratives. It's the narrative that you're going by that I'm trying to like address first. The narrative that you're seeing from the mainstream media that is valid, but it's kind of like a small little thing. It happens very much so. I'm not denying that. But how it happens, I'm not entirely sure. But from what I understand, again, it's people that were not involved in the best way of living back in their home countries, and then they come here thinking they can do the same thing and still get away with it. Because if you still go, let me put it this way, if you still kind of, I guess, keep it within your communities, there's a lesser chance of you getting caught because these people that are the victims, again, look at them. They're temporary status, PR status, right? So in order for them to maybe reach out to the law enforcement, they don't want any trouble because they're still trying to keep a clean record.
But is that who are the victims of this kind of crime?
I think for the most part, it's safe to say yes, but there are those rare cases, or those, I would say maybe about 60% is relating to what I'm saying, and then 40% is people that actually are probably, for the most part, citizens or just new citizens. Yeah. In some sense. I
still, like, listen, I know that, I've seen The Sopranos.
Of course.
So I know how this kind of thing works. Yeah. But to me, it's still not obvious to me why these same people wouldn't come to like my house in Etobicoke and knock on my door and be like, hey, I'm a gangster, and if you don't give me this money, I'll shoot up your house, and then come shoot at my house. Like, why not? Well,
two reasons. Either because you haven't fully stepped on their toes in a sense. Like, for example, You have not created a business where it might disrupt their business and their cash flow.
Okay, well,
right?
I guess we just don't know.
I mean, you watch The Sopranos. You know how gangsters work. You know, like when you start stepping on other people's turfs and stuff.
I know, but the reason why I don't think we know enough about this is because that is not my understanding of what's happening. My understanding is that it has nothing to do with that.
Okay, I can see from that point.
That it's literally just like I moved into this neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you know, I speak the same language as you, so now you're just. So one day someone shows up at my door, like I have nothing to do. I'm a doctor or something. Like I have nothing to do with any. I have nothing to do with any of any shady business dealings related to anything in India. I'm just like an Indian guy who's a doctor or whatever.
Yeah.
Or a train conductor or like whatever.
Most likely, yeah.
And they still show up and like make these threats and then like film videos outside my house with guns and all that. Like that is my understanding of what's going on. That it's not deeper than
I think it is.
Okay.
Because they're like, again,
I'm listening.
If you're going with the mainstream media's narrative, again, I've said that they only tell us the tip of the iceberg of what really happens. And that is just enough. Right. That is just enough to cause or stir enough of an emotional reaction where it can cause discussions like these, or it can also cause further discourse, but at a controlled level of discourse, which is kind of what I believe is what they want.
Right. But that's obvious.
Yes. But then the deeper part of the story, it all ties back to, again, how the deeper you go with finding out how these people are all connected, they all connect back to the same people that are pushing out these stories.
But who's pushing out the story?
The mainstream media, like these people. But
the mainstream media is not responsible for Indian gangsters.
No, they're not. But I feel like at some point it all ties back. Like you have
how? Like you have to actually find the connection. You have to establish.
Let's connect it back here. No, so from what I understand too is like these gangs are led by people who have lots of money, and then it goes down. Like the vines, right? Mm-hmm. There's someone at the top, I guarantee you that, of that criminal gang, from whatever country, they have some kind of connection to someone, and then that person has a connection to someone inside, let's say, the media, the government, whoever, the banks, whatever. Mm-hmm. So they all these top head honchos, they all kind of move little pieces around because with enough discourse that's caused between us common people, then they get to continue to make money either at a dirty level or at a very clean level while we still scramble and fight each other. That's at least my belief of it.
But okay, well maybe we need to move on because now I think we're going in circles. But us scrambling and fighting each other is, as far as I'm concerned, not related to Indian gangsters. No, it's making the choice to come to a country where this kind of thing didn't used to happen. Well, and targeting their own communities so much that the mayors of these cities want a crisis declared. They're these extortion gangs. They want treated as like a national crisis that's gotten so bad. Like I will
agree with you with the fact that it has gotten bad, and I do not want any part of this, and I wish it could go away. 100%.
Oh no, should we cut all of this? Or are we going to be?
No. Listen, I agree with you that it has never been like this, and it should not be like this at all in Canada because it's just ridiculous. Right? Yeah, it's just we can both agree that it does not reflect our values as a country. 100%. I also think that the reason why a lot of it seems a bit more prevalent today is because with the rise of like social media and how we have more like cameras on our phones.
I know.
Because back in the day, we didn't have the same technology to record everything that goes down and happens, right? So think of how much crime wasn't reported. True. Right? True. So there's that factor to consider as well too. But again, I'm with you in the sense that I don't agree with any of the stuff that's happening. I think it's bullshit. I think it's like an absolute...
You don't agree?
No, I don't.
With the crime?
No, 100%.
That's good to know.
I think it's absolute bullshit, and it gives people like me a fucking bad reputation, because again, I tell people that I'm Indian, and they go, oh.
I don't think anybody thinks that.
I've gotten that. Trust me,
You've gotten oh?
Yeah, I've gotten oh. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah. But, I'm still, I consider myself Canadian first and foremost, because again, being born and raised here, I'm more in touch with the culture here.
Totally. Yeah, of course. That makes sense. Well, then I guess it's...
So I guess maybe the reason why I don't really have the right answer for you as well too is because I guess I'm probably like numb to it in that sense where I'm like, oh, it's just something that kind of happens in the community. It's going to happen in every community. It's something that's never really going to stop. As much as we would like it to, it's just...
Well, you have to put in the effort and the resources to get something like that to stop.
Oh, 100%.
You can't just like toss your hands up and say there's nothing we can do. Like, of course.
I'm not saying that there's nothing we can do, but then once you go deeper into these other parts, like let's say, for example, the police force.
Yeah.
Nothing against them. I love them, and I have so much respect for officers. I've never had a problem with a police officer ever, except for maybe one time, but that was my fault for being an asshole. I was a punk-ass teenager kid, you know? So, that was one time, though. That was one time. And, but anyway, we can both maybe somewhat agree that the deeper you go into these institutions, there is some level of corruption.
You know...
It gets speculative. I understand that part, but you cannot deny it. You cannot be naive to the fact
you can. You can totally deny it. And I'm not necessarily denying it, but I also don't think it's impossible to deny it. Look, I think... did we already allude to this? Maybe we did. I think if there's one thing that I personally have taken away from the Epstein episode, maybe it's coming to a close now. Like, maybe it's not. Like, I don't know. It seemed like... Who has the time to go through these like millions of eventually someone will. Yeah. I think what a lot of people attribute to conspiracy is often much simpler. It's obviously just like people acting on their very like base impulses
and their biases.
Yeah. Well, and also I think a lot of people who are very successful and, you know, accumulate a lot of money or notoriety or whatever can also become they can become very kind of socially awkward in their insulation.
Yes, yeah.
And not really not take social cues and become the kind of people who would fall prey to something as sophisticated as like an Epstein-like scheme.
Yeah.
But what people are attributing that to is like, well, they're, you know, evil. And I'm like, no, they could. No. I wouldn't call them stupid, but they can be really naive. It's possible. Anyway, I don't want to excuse any of the Epstein people. Like, that's not what this is about. But I just think, you know, some of these people, like when I read some of the stuff from these files, I just kind of go like,
oh, you've actually gone through
these people? No, I've seen stuff come up that people are like really dissecting, and I'm like, this email really just kind of looks like a guy who like wants to have sex with some like 20-year-old. He doesn't seem like he's like writing in code. Who's like, and when I say, you know, a 20-year-old, what I really mean is an 11-year-old. Like it really just seems like these guys who have all this money and all this power and like don't know what the hell else to do with their life are like just at the end of the day like just like old guys who like want to fuck, which is like really like I don't love it.
No one does.
But I don't think that it's like a conspiracy really. Not that part.
Well, okay, what part is not? Well, let's go.
What part's not?
Yeah, what part do you think is not though?
Like also, most of it, the vast majority of it.
Like you
think like the people coming to the island and the people hanging out with him and taking all these photos.
So you think that that's all 100% true? Now that it's been put out there 100%.
Well, it clearly is true.
No, I agree with that. Yes, but at one point again, people would claim that as conspiracy.
But did they?
Yes, because
what was
I know for sure that I was aware of all this stuff happening years ago. And I'm not. This is not one of those.
Because you're involved. Goes all the way to the bottom.
Hey, yo. Is that why Drake made that song? Well, started from the bottom, now we're here. No, anyway, but I've known about the stuff for years, and this is not one of those moments where I'm trying to say I've been telling you so. No, I don't want that because I don't want any of this stuff to be true at all. I wish none of this stuff happened. Again, even with the crime and the extortion that's happening, what have you. I've known about the stuff, but again, when I try to tell people, like years ago, they'd be like, "Oh, you've been drinking too much of the fucking Kool-Aid."
But what did you try to tell them?
I try to tell them, hey, there's all these sick and twisted individuals that are so high-ranking in society that they technically have an island. and they do bring little kids there. They trap that, like, you know how many kids go missing every single year?
I know, it's true. Yeah.
So, with that being said, how many kids go unaccounted for? And then you have these sick, twisted individuals where they have leverage over certain other high-profile people, such as celebrities, politicians, what have you, sports people. And then they say, well, if you want to elevate yourself in the world and be part of the world stage where all kinds of eyes are on you and you elevate yourself in some way of status, shape, or form, you have to do what we tell you or we'll trick you. And they'll say, oh, here's a 20-year-old girl. Have fun.
Yeah.
And then they secretly videotape them.
Yeah.
And then they say, well, that actually, she was 15.
Okay.
And then they have evidence. And then this is stuff that I was aware of because, again...
Yeah, be careful with however you choose to implicate
this is
yourself.
stuff that I've been aware of because of,
Yeah.
like, conspiracy websites, sometimes even Instagram, YouTube, what have you. Just people generally discussing about these things.
Well, it's not that crazy.
No.
Like, when you think about it, it's not that crazy for something like that to get out. Especially if the girls aren't being, like, especially if the girls aren't being fucking murdered. It doesn't seem like I haven't heard that any of these girls have been, like, killed so that they wouldn't talk.
I wish that they could.
What?
I wish that they could talk.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Jesus.
I wish that they could speak their case.
Well,
you know,
who was saying, I heard somewhere that, you know, all of this, like, when this being all exposed was in its, like, infancy, it's because of, like, girls, high school girls in, like, 2005 in, like, Florida who, like, got into a fight at, like, their high school. And one of them called the other, like, a prostitute or a whore or something. Yeah. And then one of the moms, like, and was like, what did she mean by that?
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that that's when all of this started. But anyway, the point being, like, it would be I would find it very hard to believe that all of these girls, unless they're being killed, that one of them eventually is not going to say to somebody, hey, you're not going to believe this, but between the ages of, like, 14 and 17, here's what I was doing.
Well, that could be the case, but then there's also the flip side of it too, where they go through so much trauma, and this actually happens with people that go through trauma, where the trauma is so much that their memory just blanks it out.
Sure, yeah.
So there's that aspect of it too, where it's so traumatic that they just kind of don't remember in that sense.
Yeah.
Because that's how our brains work. Our brains don't want us to fully remember trauma, and when our brains somehow get that little bit of, like, a hint that trauma might be starting to replay, like intense trauma might be starting to replay in our minds, a lot of the times our bodies shut down because of that. So that's also a thing as well too.
That's interesting. I have not really heard that.
It's fascinating, but it's also kind of scary that our bodies can work against us, but technically they're working for us. Yeah. They're protecting us.
I guess it's because you're using the word trauma generally. Yeah. And I guess I'm just wondering, like, to what extent that applies to, like, all kinds of trauma. Like, if you get into, like, a car accident, is it the same? Is it, like, you don't really... Because that's what I've kind of heard about when people say they've gotten into car accidents. That it's like they don't really remember that it happened. Yeah, anyway, kind of. That could be related to other...
You've never gone into a car accident?
No, now I'm scared I've jinxed it. Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm scared. I've been driving, like, a lot lately, and so I'm like, I'm scared.
Just don't, close your eyes like an Asian. I'm joking. Don't drive like Olivia Chow. All I'm saying.
I don't think she does drive.
That's also
She
true.
takes the TTC.
Yeah. She reports everything on the app.
She rides her bike in the winter. Oh my God. Oh, she rides her bike. Oh my God. I'm sick. Anyway.
At the most recent show that I went to at Salto, oh my God, it was chaotic, the second show. That's all I will say for now. Okay. On camera. Okay. I will tell you more off camera. Jesus Christ. But, the entire crowd there, they hated Olivia Chow. Oh. And so it was good to make jokes about... that guy on social media where he does the Olivia Chow impression?
Oh, Ben Bankus.
No, not Ben Bankus. The other guy. Scrappy Pat.
Nope.
No?
Never in my life. No.
Okay, I'll show you.
The main Olivia Chow impression guy is Ben Bankus. How am I going to not...
Well, this guy actually dresses like her. Oh. Does the messed up lipstick.
That's... Oh, okay.
He really dedicates to the bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was there, and he's a great guy.
Okay.
So, but yeah, everyone disliked Olivia Chow there. So that was nice.
Actually, can I tell the story I wanted to circle back to from earlier?
Okay. Yes.
Because this is related to the TTC.
Okay.
This sounds fake. It's not that crazy. It just sounds fake. It just sounds like something that didn't happen. But this did just happen to me like mere hours ago. I came up the stairs at Kennedy Station, and I like turned the corner and I screamed because there was like a little dead mouse.
Oh.
On like the ground.
Like still in the underground or outside?
Technically, like you know how you come up from the subway to the bus level?
Yes, okay.
There was like a little mouse that was just dead on the floor, like in the middle of the floor, not like off to the side. And it had like, this is graphic, I'm sorry, but...
Was his guts completely spilled out?
No, it was intact as far as I can tell, but it had like a little pool of blood next to its mouth.
Oh God, no.
And I screamed because, and this has happened to me before, I think this is like an evolutionary, a biological thing. When I see a dead anything, whether it's like a dead mouse or a rat or like a little bird or like a raccoon, maybe not a raccoon, not big things.
Oh, okay.
But little animals like that,
yeah,
like biological, I scream.
Okay.
And I think it's like a built-in, like, it's like a harbinger of like disease or something. There's something in you, like, I don't know, as a person, as a woman, whatever, that makes you go like, makes you really repulsed by like a tiny dead, like rodent, small size thing. Anyway, and it was like totally unconscious. Like this has happened to me, like walking with my friends, whatever, where like I've seen like a dead rat on the sidewalk or something and I like scream. Yeah. And the person behind me, who wasn't that close to me, but like,
that's what they get for immigrating.
They didn't, no. The person behind me, I kind of went to, after I screamed involuntarily, I kind of turned around to be like, oh, I'm not a crazy person. Like I'm screaming at something. And there's like this little mouse on the ground.
You have,
like
I wanted to clarify that, like, especially in Toronto. Yes, you can't just be that person screaming at nothing.
That's right. Well,
unless you're on Queen West. Yes.
Not looking like this.
Yeah.
People would never buy it. But this person just like looked at, like gave it like a little like look and just like kept walking.
Was it a guy?
It was a woman. And I was just kind of like, wait, how are you not freaked out? Like, it's a whole dead animal on the floor. Like, we're inside. We're not outside yet. Okay, I should clarify. We were not out.
Oh, like fully
out of the
outside.
doors. Okay. No, we were still inside, like right up the stairs. But it was one of those things where I expected, like, you know, you expect another person to react a certain way. I expected her to be like, oh,
I think she didn't have to because you already did it for her. You know?
I guess I find it so surprising that people don't have the same.
All the space of screaming and reacting. She's like, "Wow, thank you."
I mean, it wasn't like a blood curdling, like it was like a big kind of quick.
Okay. Well, it's still valid, you know. I mean, I would still kind of freak out a little bit.
But what's weird is this seems like I'm adding too much unnecessary detail to make this sound crazier than it was.
It's fine. The more detail, the better.
I remember distinctly. This was again mere hours ago. I remember distinctly. The guy on the subway level was like sweeping with one of those big, it's not a broom, it's like a big, I don't know. It's like a giant dustpan.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like a big container that you sweep into, and he was dumping that out when I was walking up the stairs. Yeah. And I kind of wanted to be like, oh, no. There's a thing. No, if you go up the stairs, there's a thing you actually need to like.
No, you can't do that, apparently.
You can't do that? You can't throw a mouse in the trash?
I don't think so, because it's like, then it causes diseases with like other, like they have to get like some kind of pest control, I think, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
maybe, I don't fully know.
Someone must have, not that was the cause of death, but I feel that someone after me must have stepped on that mouse because it was so in the middle. Like if you're not paying attention, I'm telling you, it was like so in the middle. The next
pandemic is going to happen. Yeah. Thanks, Jess.
Look, the guy was making his way. I hope he's making his rounds with the broom thing or whatever. But like,
hopefully,
this was my greeting in Scarborough. I get off the subway. And this is like the first thing I come up the stairs and there's like this little.
Hey, let me put it this way: would you rather a shooting like last time or a dead mouse?
I guess I'll take the dead mouse.
Real? Okay.
But then, you know, maybe the wrong one died in that...
What, the mouse or the...
Okay,
we'll just leave it there.
Sometimes in these shootings, you kind of go... Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Extortion.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Less said about that.
Yeah.
I guess the better. But because of the little blood, I'm sorry, I'll move on from this.
No.
Because of the blood, I kind of think maybe it was like it ate poison or something, and now it's kind
There's a big chance they could have, because sometimes they do set up traps.
I know.
And then the little rodents think that they're getting food. I know.
I know, but that's what makes it so like it's
tragic. Because it's trying to survive, right?
But it's like you tricked it.
Yeah.
And to me, that's kind of like I always say, the reason why fishing is worse than hunting is because fishing, you're like tricking it.
Oh, Jess, are you vegan now?
No, not at all.
Ew,
No.
Why are you vegan?
Listen,
stop. Stop having compassion for animals.
You have no idea how un-vegan I am. Oh, unless you're vegan.
Well, I was vegan for like 5 years.
No wonder you're so frail.
I'm good now. I went back to the dark side.
I'm good now.
I'm eating steaks, and I like them. They're great.
Good. Yeah.
So.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, no.
You just have a compassion for animals and like fishing, and
I just think if you
because fish are dumb
with your bare hands catch a mouse.
Oh, I thought you meant a fish. No,
and squeeze the life out of it. That's fair. No, I know no one would do that. No one would do that. But I'm just saying that's fair. I go like that is the circle of life.
That is not the circle of life.
This is prey. If you trick it, if you're like,
oh yeah,
if you're like, ooh, come get this.
Is that though? Because we used to trick big animals back in the caveman days.
Well, maybe a little bit, but not to this extent.
Oh, well, yeah, not to this level.
Like that was truly a matter of like, kind of like pure physical competition.
Yeah. Okay,
10 men versus one buffalo.
Yeah, this is one. Yeah.
And even with hunting, I don't like hunting. My fiance hunts.
You don't like hunting?
This is. I don't do it, and I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it.
In like the wilderness.
Listen, I've had all the intellectual conversations about, is it worse factory farming versus like catching your food, like hunting your food? But I've had all the intellectual conversations. Well, I just think I just don't like it.
That makes sense why you don't like hunting, because you're a woman. You're a gatherer.
That's right. That's exactly right. I'm a gatherer.
You're a gatherer.
I'm a gatherer. I didn't gather these.
Yeah, exactly. So right? Which is why you freak out at mice being dead, because you're so used to. You're biologically programmed to like be at home and leave pies in the windowsill.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I hate pie.
And then like little animals come into your house, you start singing with them. Disney callback.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I appreciate that. But if I may finish my point.
Yes. No. Finish your point.
Which
I will not
is not groundbreaking at all. Which is not I was just gonna say, but hunting, like at least you're like you have to contribute. You have to like be quiet. You have to kind of.
I wish people would be quiet on the TTC. Sorry. What?
Right. Yeah. Well.
No, but I get what you're saying.
You have a superior weapon and all this, but it's not quite an even match, obviously, but it's closer to like, ooh, I'm gonna put this little like like the fish hook. I know I'm gonna put like a worm or like something that looks like your food, like on this big sharp thing,
like
and you're gonna be the one that like bites. What?
My food.
No, like I'm talking about the fish.
Oh, the fish food. Okay.
I was like, not your food, not Indian food.
I thought we're past the extortion talk.
No,
we're not trying to extort
I'm
fish.
Talking to
Eat
the
too.
Fish.
Okay.
This is my.
I was like, no one is putting tandoori chicken on a fish hook. Anyway, maybe they might.
Maybe if it I think it's more about the way it looks than anything else. Isn't that right? That's why they have the little.
Are we still talking about fish, or are we talking about people?
I'm talking about fish.
Okay.
I think anyway. I don't know anything about fishing or hunting or whatever.
But have you gone fishing and hunting? Because I haven't, and I want to do that.
I have not gone hunting, and I don't see myself ever doing it.
Yeah.
Fishing, I've gone, but like not really. Like I've done like fishing with my family, where like you kind of leave the rods like over the side of the boat for like hours, and it's like so boring. And it's like truly one of these things that like I could never be. Like one of those girls that like sorry, I'm not like other girls. I'm boring.
Everyone
like
each to their own. It's fine. I mean, I'm kind of more of I'm not really an outdoorsy guy per se either. Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah.
Like I kind of like more of a controlled environment in some sense, but I also do like a little bit of chaos sometimes. Like
well, I would say I'm outdoorsy. I'm just not like a killer. I don't need to like go out and like hunt and fish and all these things.
So let me ask you this: have you ever gone to a gun range?
No, but I keep being told, my fiance is going to bring me to a gun range and all this. And like, I keep being told that I would love it. I would do it. I'm not against it at all. I just don't want to like kill anything.
No, 100%. Yeah, it's fun, and I've done that once when I went to Florida.
Oh yeah, maybe we talked about that last time.
We did, yes, we did. Yeah. But just be careful because like it's so loud, even with the headphones.
That freaks me out. Yeah, that freaks me out.
And so like I'm saying that because again, like I used to be a drummer, and being on stage sometimes that's loud. But if you go to a gun range, it's like at least 5 times as loud.
I don't love that. Yeah. I don't know how I'll handle it. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not like a huge gun person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like particularly into guns. My fiance is very into guns, so statistically,
well, that makes sense because he's from.
Yeah, he's from Arkansas.
Yeah,
that's true. But like no. But that being said, like I think especially in the States, it's like if you're raised around it. In some of these states, it's normal. Like but that said, as somebody who wants to have American kids, I'm still as a Canadian like very uncomfortable. He's like, well, you have to like teach them young. You have to get them comfortable. I don't think he's used this language, but it's like, you have to normalize gun safety around kids and all this and like introduce them at at the right age. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Well, you don't got to be that uncomfortable unless, like you're afraid of them shooting up a school, which again, I don't think they will unless they're put on hormones. But that's a conversation for another time.
No children of mine will have that problem,
of course.
I'll tell you. Now that I've said that, it's going to happen for sure.
No.
All 3 of my kids.
No.
All 12 of my
Jesus
kids.
Christ. No.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
I'm glad you got that though. So
for
thank
sure.
God.
Yeah. How could you not?
Yeah.
Yup, it's me again. This is another scheduled break for this podcast. And if you've got Spotify Premium or YouTube Premium or any of those apps that you pay for, which I totally understand, because who actually likes ad reads or targeted ad reads? Those are the worst. This is not one of those targeted ad reads at all. This is just, again, me reminding you to take a break. Okay? Podcasts, again, would have ad reads scheduled into their episodes. I'm not there yet, but with your help and support, hopefully I can. And then these will be a thing of the past, and then I will be advertising various products towards you if you're interested. So please take another break or exit out and come back to this podcast at a later time whenever you can. Or if you're just going all in and you're so dedicated to this, thank you so much. And keep going if you've already made it this far as well too. And you're just trying to get this podcast out of the way and you're listening, and if you're enjoying it too, let me know. Submit a comment, send me a DM, comment on any posts that come out of this podcast. Or any clips. And tell your friends about it. Tell your grandma. Tell your neighbor. Whoever, Tell people about this podcast if you enjoy it. And once again, thank you so much. This is the Wit and Wild podcast. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy the rest of this Wit and Wild episode.
But how have things been with you comedy wise though?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Still crushing it?
I guess. I don't know.
No, I think you are.
I don't know. I don't know. Sure.
Oh, wait, okay. I mentioned this before, how I wanted to talk about my show, just briefly.
Yeah, no, totally.
But, honestly, I think you fucking killed it.
Thanks, man.
You really genuinely, knocked it out of the park. And,
thanks.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a hater to everyone else on the show, but they kind of didn't really deliver.
Oh, really?
Maybe, 1 or 2 or, 3, 4 people max maybe delivered, good enough. But then you just even I had people come up to me after. They're like, "Yo, she was really good. Have her on your next show."
Oh, awesome!
And these are like friends, colleagues, and even the
nice.
What's his name? My friend Andres, who was filming the entire thing.
Yeah.
He's like, you should try and have her on all your shows. And I was
like,
of course.
Yeah, but you know what? So thank you, first of all. But like, sometimes you just have a good show, I think.
Yeah, that can be it.
I mean, when did I go up? Like second or something?
You went up
like
second,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I gotta say, like, without the pressure of like headlining, and because I had to leave because I had like another show to go to. I don't know if you find this, but just with volume, just with having more like shows to go to and mics to go to, it like takes the pressure off a little bit. Yeah. Because you're just kind of going on to the next thing. Like you're just like, oh, you know, this is my focus for the next 10 minutes, whatever your stage time is.
I mean, I can kind of relate to that because the most recent show I did, it was 2 shows back to back.
Yeah.
So the first show went great.
Yeah.
But then it gave me the confidence to do really well for the second show.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But then the second show was absolute fucking chaos.
Well, you know.
So.
Well, yeah. No, but wait, those were 2 shows in one night, you're saying?
2 shows in one night at the same place.
Yes. Yeah. But like, because my thing is, before when I had fewer shows, when I booked fewer shows, it was like, oh, if this is like when I was starting out more so, if I had like one show on like a Thursday night that was booked, then I'd be like all week, I'd be like, I have that big spot on Thursday night. I don't want to screw up. Like I would like over prepare. That's exactly right. But the more you have like, okay, after this, like I want to give the best to these people. And then after that, I have like another place to go. It's kind of like it's like
a little boost.
No, it's like an assembly line kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe that's not the right analogy, but it's like, you know, you kind of like put the part in and then the next, the next part you have to put in is like coming pretty quickly. So you have to just do your best. And then here comes kind of the next one. Yeah. And so I've been finding lately, like, especially I had a good number of shows last week and I found especially like, I don't want like this sounds bad, but I just had like a busy work week also, and it was just kind of one of these things where like that whole week was just like go. So I didn't have like a ton of time to prepare. So when I got on stage, it felt very like brand new, and I felt kind of better in it, you know.
Okay, well that's good then.
Yeah, without having time to like agonize and over prepare. Yeah. But I do prepare, which is something I find that like a lot of people don't seem to do, which I find interesting.
Well, then it shows in how you appear on stage. Your preparation, it shows. Like not a lot of not a lot of people can fully attest to that, right? Some people they just, I think I know what you're saying, where they're so used to having a set ready to go in their back pockets that they just think, okay, it's there, I know it from front to back. I can just go up there and say whatever the set is, right?
Yeah, but that is preparing. I think it's just you know what?
I think it's like a different way of preparation.
Well, but the thing that I find, this sounds bad, but I'll just like, you know, everybody has their own process, right? But what I find that I do differently is like when I get to a place, I'll like for a show, I'll look around and I'll try to get a sense of like the demographic, and I'll try to get a sense of like, are they older? Are they younger? Like what kind of people, if I was going to like judge these people, what kind, how would I judge them? You know, like what do I think they're going to like? Like, where are we? Are we downtown? Are we in some like small town? Like, and so I have to adjust my set when I get there. I can't, for the most part, like unless I have a ton of information about, and really nobody does this, and why would they? They don't know. But like, unless someone briefed me in advance on like, these are the exact demographics of everybody who's bought tickets, you can't know till you get into the room.
That's also true. Yeah. So like once you get there, you kind of fully know what's on leash. Yeah. Yeah. And so what I find like strange is to walk into a room, you know, in like a small, I don't want to like use any recent examples, to walk into like a smaller town. Yeah. And Oshawa. No, Oshawa was good. Oh, great. Yeah, I was in Oshawa last week. To walk into like a smaller town for a show that's like at like 7 p.m. on like a Wednesday or something. I know.
And then it's like a lot of like older people from the area.
Yeah.
With like gray hair and like whatever. And what I can't fathom, is like, okay, so you're really going to go up there and you're going to like tell like all your like raunchiest jokes.
Oh, no, yeah, don't
like
do
they're
that.
not going to like that. Like, don't you care that
but
like...
That's what I'm saying. That's my point that I was making with like, again, there's people that just have a set ready to
know,
go,
yeah.
And they'll kind of just launch it on whoever.
And
then it doesn't land.
That's what I'm saying.
Well. So again, like that's why I have such a like high level of admiration and respect for you, just not only as a comic but as a person, because of like your preparation shows, and it shows that like the fact that you care to actually like you have a way of like you have a method of doing things. So like that I find is like such a rare thing to find these days with some people, because again, like I've seen it so many times where it's the same comic from another show that I've seen, and it's the same set list, but it's a different crowd. And my method to my madness, and I'm not trying to glorify myself, but I actually like to do a different set list every single time. I'll have a few jokes which are somewhat similar, like I'll have like an icebreaker. Like I have a really good icebreaker now.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's basically the host will introduce me. You know, welcome to the stage, Dylan B. And then I'll be like, yeah, how's it going, everyone? Let's get this out of the way. I understand you heard the name Dylan, and then I walk on stage. Right? So,
I get it. Yeah,
it's, you know, and then I move into like a few different jokes relating to like, you know, Indian people and the madness that they're all causing, like shitting on beaches or not driving.
Extortion gangs.
Well, I should maybe write a joke about that. Yes.
What's funnier?
Yes. But, you know, and then I'll get that out of the way, and then I will actually go with the flow in the sense of writing jokes pertaining to the theme of the show, or kind of just figuring out what's what the crowd.
But the problem with writing jokes for the theme of this show is that unless you have the time to test all of them well enough in advance, it's kind of a gamble. I think one or two is fine.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's when I get like the jokes where like, let's say I tell like, I don't know, like 10 jokes relating to the theme. Maybe about 5 will hit and then 5 won't. And then I know that those 5 that did hit, keep them for later. Yeah. You know, and then look back at my set, whatever jokes did not hit, scrap them. Or maybe still keep them because it just wasn't the right crowd. Yeah, but
that's why I think, when you walk in and it's kind of taking stock of the crowd, I think is so important. Yeah. But I don't know if you've encountered this before, but people are comics, I have noticed, are very strict about their philosophy about this kind of thing. Yeah. And including me. Yeah. But there are some really great, top-notch comics who have been around forever, who I think are very skilled and talented and great writers and great comics, who say the opposite. They're like, oh no, my set is my set, everywhere I go, and I don't change it. That's what I do.
And that's, I admire that skill too.
And then they kill it. Yeah. And so I just,
but I also think that it's because these comics that have been in the game a lot longer and they're more professional, they built up a following in that sense where they have people on the internet that really like a specific joke, so they want to see that when that comic goes to their city. So that could be it too. But I mean, I also see where these professional comics are saying you have to have a tight 5-minute set where you know it back and front, So I get that part too, and I kind of have that. But again, I've only been doing comedy for a year now. Right. Yeah. Exactly a year.
So we must have met a year ago or something.
We did. If my memory serves me correctly, I think we met the 3rd or 4th time I went to Real Jerk.
Oh, rest in peace.
I know.
Rest
that place
in peace.
Was great.
Good shows there.
Yeah. The open mics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I used to hang out a lot. Real Jerk, and then I moved to Salto for about, a while. And then it just kind of starts to branch out. Yeah. Yeah. And then here I am.
Here you are. Here we are.
Yeah,
it's been, if you're watching from outside the Toronto stand-up comedy community, it's been a year of a lot of places closing down and and so it's been difficult to kind of refine
certain places.
A new base, a new place to be a regular. It's been tough, but anyway, I gotta say, I guess since we're still sort of on the topic, I just also wanted to say there are also just comics who say that like they just don't care. And sometimes I think they're great and like I like and admire them a lot. And sometimes they're people I don't particularly like or think are funny or admire. Yep. But there are straight up comics who will just be like, I just go up there and like
do the thing. But that's just because they're naturally funny as well too. Like sometimes. they got that going for them. I'll give them that.
But I wonder if we're miscommunicating. Like I wonder if what they are trying to. Sometimes I wonder if what they're trying, because these aren't lengthy conversations I have with them. It's just like quick advice they'll give me.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and so I don't know whether what they're trying to say is that you have to go up there, have your great material that you've worked really hard on, but ultimately not care. And so you can be loose and so you can have confidence because you don't care, as in it doesn't matter, as in you can feel more free.
Yeah.
Is that what they mean?
I mean,
because what they say is like, I just go up there and I just, who cares?
I would like to think so. I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're being genuine in that sense. Where like, for example, you're saying that they're giving you like one side where it's like, oh, you got to do this, and one side where it's like, oh, don't really care too much. I think that that's like if someone were to give you like $1 coin, there's two sides to it, right? But you're still getting $1. What you do with that dollar, how you make that dollar work for you, that's up to you.
Can't go to Dollarama.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because everything costs $5.
Oh, I thought you were about to say because they took away the self-checkouts.
No.
Did you hear about that?
No.
They took away, at least at Scarborough Town, because it's Scarborough Town.
Okay.
But they took away the self-checkouts. I wonder why.
I don't understand.
You don't understand?
What's the connection? I don't know.
Okay. So
like were people, because this started on the $1. So were people, could you not pay cash in them? Or
no, you could, but it's just like people used to steal. So
oh, well, yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
Dollarama, you know. I guess, and then that also probably relates to why they had to raise their prices, because people kept stealing. Probably. Ugh. Who knows?
No, because, well, yeah, inflation probably, but like, I remember, since again, we're the same age. This is nostalgia again.
How does it feel to be 32?
Fucking great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know why I love being 32? Yeah. Branching off of all these different. You know why I love being 32? Yeah. Is because I always thought being 32 would be way more horrible than this.
Yeah.
And so now that I'm like here, I'm like, oh, this is it.
This is nice, actually.
It doesn't even need to be nice. I mean, it is, but it's just not as bad as I thought it would be. Oh, so I'm just 100%. Thankful to God. I'm just kind of like,
same.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I get to be the age right now, I think, oh my God, when I am 45, life will be a nightmare. And
But here's the thing. I think you're going to get to 45 and be like, this is actually nice.
That's the thing. If I get to 45 and I'm like, now this sounds very like, now this sounds very like live, laugh, love. But like, if I get to 45 and I'm like still hot and I'm like healthy and, you know, me and my husband have like, you know, X number of kids, like whatever.
That are not on hormones.
And not shooting anybody, and ideally have like no tattoo. I mean, how old are, I don't know, whatever. They're young still. If I'm 45, but whatever.
No piercings. Like, no different colored hair.
That's right.
Yeah.
If I get to being 45 and like and then I'll.
You'll be happy. You'll be
so grateful. I'll be like, oh my God, I love being 45. You know, it's just I'm sure when I was like 21, I was like, oh my God, when I'm 32.
I know, because when we're so young, we're just like, oh man, this is great. This is where it's at. Because we're told by the world that that's the age to be 21. But to be honest, I feel so much better now at 32 than I did at 22.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you say that, what do you mean? Do you mean strictly in terms of how you feel?
Yes.
So you feel more healthy.
I feel younger.
You feel younger. That's interesting. Okay.
Well, like younger, disciplines, more confidence.
Good. Yeah.
Just more intact with who I am.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit before. Yes. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
So, because anyway, but we were saying, what were we talking about? Dollarama. Yes, when we were the same age. Yes.
So I remember being in like whatever grade, like grade 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever, and like going and like shopping for school supplies.
Yeah.
Because another digression. In my class, there were kids that like had less money than my family.
Yeah.
And they would get like crazily like deluxe school supplies.
Oh, like 5-star brands?
Yeah, like, and just like the fancy pencil cases and like all this stuff. But my mom was always so stingy when it came to school supplies. It was like Dollarama.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Walmart was like a treat just because they had the variety. They had like the big back to school section. Yeah. But some of my friends got to like go to Staples and get like all the fancy. My parents hated Staples. Yeah. So anyway, so I remember when it went from being like everything in this whole
super
fucking place
cheap.
is $1. It's $1 and it's not more than that. And that's a promise.
Sometimes $1.50 at the most.
No. Because that is when it started becoming Dollarama Plus.
Oh,
and things started being $1.25, $1.50, and $2.
I think I'm remembering it was huge. Going school shopping like later on in high school. That's when it started. Yeah, it was huge when it started being. It was the beginning of the end. I think it's because when I was a kid, I don't remember going school supply shopping.
Really?
I think
these are such core memories.
Because my parents just got it for my brother and I anyway.
Oh, so they went without you?
I think so, because I think they
genius.
Well, I think they knew that if they took my brother and I, we would be problematic. So they kind of just did it for us in some sense.
Because I'll tell you, that's very smart. Because this was the whole thing: is we would go school supply shopping and
just go crazy.
Well, but my mom would be like, "Okay, like here's the pencil cases. Pick a pencil case."
Oh my god, yeah. And then what if they didn't have your color?
That's right. And I'd be like, "Okay, thanks for showing me these pencil cases, Mom. Yeah. These are all hideous. I want those ones over there that have like the lock, or like whatever. Like they were just every year there'd be like a different, or like the ones that had the little window at the top. Do you know the ones that mostly girls had, but sometimes guys had.
I got that one with like the from the dollar store, the one with like the window.
Really, at the dollar store?
Yeah, oh, I saw one there, and I was like, I want that because like my parents saw one at fucking. I think they made the mistake of actually taking my brother and I to Staples, and they're like, "You can't have it. That's like $6. What are you crazy?"
Yeah,
and
So that's genius, because then you'd be like, no, I don't want this one. This one's ugly. I hate it. I'm not gonna like it. Like whatever. This or that person is gonna have one that's so much prettier or whatever. And so it was always it wasn't always. Sometimes it was okay.
Sometimes we got some good stuff.
Sometimes we got some good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like I remember for sure like the good stuff that I only got was like toys and stuff. Like I remember growing up, Yu-Gi-Oh and like Beyblade were so huge.
Yeah. I remember watching Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. But I never understood the card game. I never knew how to play the cards.
I'm not going to explain it to you now because it will be here for another hour.
Got it.
But it's something that I was good at, and I still have my cards from when I was a kid. So
are they accumulating in value?
I don't know. Okay. I don't check up on that stuff. I'm not that much of a degenerate. Shout out to the people that are still trading Pokemon cards. But to be honest, it's actually...
I loved Pokemon.
Yeah, dude, Pokemon was great.
Yeah.
But I think we had a great childhood, man. I know. We had so much great things going for us, you know?
Do you think we would have been friends in school?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
I think so. Wait, no, what's your answer?
Sure.
Yeah? You're just going to go with
it depends what year.
We're in the same year.
No, but if we were in grade 2.
Oh, man.
I don't think we would have been friends in grade 2.
Yeah, probably.
But we would have maybe been friends in like grade 8.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, grade 8 was a good... Yeah, well...
I didn't have a good grade 8, but fun. There you go.
Well, no, for me, like, I went to... Yeah. Well, grade 8 was good. I was just, like, again, very anxious but, like, undiagnosed anxiety.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... But then
that would never occur to me, ever.
I would kind of mask it and kind of go along with it, but I'd be like, wait a minute.
In what way? Like, what's the...
So it'd be like if I make, like, a new friend, for example. Let's say you and I became, like, new friends. I'd be like, so what is the catch here?
That's what I thought you were going to say.
You know?
Where does that come from?
I don't know. Maybe not getting good school supplies.
Maybe no one wanted to associate with the...
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wonder what kids are like nowadays, though, with their school supplies.
You're going to find out.
Oh, my God. when I'm giving up these Dunkaroos to kids. Hey, quick question. What are your school supplies like? Oh, we just use iPads.
So true.
Yeah, no, they do. That's
true.
why Toy Story is apparently making a movie.
I saw this today.
Yeah, with like the iPad being the villain.
I think that's right. I've got to tell you.
Yeah.
This is what horrifies me as somebody who wants kids. Mm. The way you could go to like a nice restaurant and there will be like a kid at the end of a table full of adults. I don't care. I actually don't care if they're on the iPad. Yeah. It's the sounds.
Yeah.
Me and my fiance.
Like no one wants to hear Cocomelon a billion times.
We were in Sedona.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but that sounds fancy.
In Arizona.
Oh,
it's one of the most
city.
beautiful
places.
I thought
it was a restaurant. I'm sorry.
No. Well, that's the thing. It's one of the most beautiful places like on earth, like in the world.
I can imagine, yeah.
It's like...
I mean, I've seen...
It's like canyons. Yeah. Anyway, we were at this restaurant.
Yeah.
He's going to see this and he's going to be like, I can't believe we're still talking about this. But it is burned in my goddamn brain.
Was that traumatizing?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Like, you have to picture, it was like we were eating in this restaurant that's like elevated and the whole view, this like expansive view.
Hold on. You're telling a great story. I might need to break into this.
By all means, please. This is good. Get your popcorn. It was like sunset and it was just like these beautiful, like these kind of like rock formations, like these very alien-esque like rock formations that the light was hit. Anyway, look up what Sedona, Arizona looks like. It's just one of the most beautiful places.
Is this like something you can also see from the restaurant as well?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
And that's the view.
Yeah.
And there was this fucking child. There was this...
Smell it.
Can I just...
Yeah.
Oh, see, the picture makes it look like there's chips in there, but there might be.
Yeah,
it's
probably in the cookies, I think.
No, it makes it look like it's in
the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Sorry. Did it land?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
That's weird. Okay. Anyway, so this kid...
And there was this kid on the iPad playing whatever, Coco Melon, like some show, like Paw Patrol or whatever.
Oh my
just
God.
Like maximum volume, like fully, and I could hear it
and
at
you were
my
getting
table.
flashbacks of like being surrounded by immigrants on the public transit system.
Oh my God.
Here in Toronto.
Unironically, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing drives me fucking crazy.
Insane,
it actually makes me like deport everyone, like type bitch.
Agree.
Because how can you not? Like the way there are people who will defend a society where everybody just does whatever the fuck they want all the time.
And has no sense
regard for like anybody else.
How to behave. Yeah, I get it.
Like it's actually fucking end time.
That's again why I say like there's a lot of people that make me look bad.
I know. Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck all y'all, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like not in that sense, but it's just like, come on. Can we get it together? You know?
But this fucking baby, man.
Oh my God.
Like the way I still remember
Was it like a small baby, like toddler, or like a little kid, like
a toddler, like the appropriate age, but I just couldn't understand for the parents. And I remembered so specifically, because again, this is trauma. This is my trauma. We were talking about trauma.
We're unpacking it.
We were talking about the Epstein victims, and now we're talking about me at this restaurant in Sedona. Comparable, really. The trauma suffered. I remember so specifically, it was like this kind of multi-generational family of like, you could tell there was like the parents and then there was like their parents, like the aunts and uncles or whatever. And this kid at the end on this iPad. And they looked like sophisticated people too. Like they looked like people who would know better.
How to behave civilly.
That's exactly right. And I'm like, at least turn off the volume on this fucking iPad. At least give them like a stupid bubble. Like why can these fucking
or
kids
get these kids
not
like
pop
the little kid
like,
headphones, you know what I mean? Kids have those.
Dude, why do they need audio stimulation? Do you remember, again...
Yeah. We're trying to breed psychopaths for the future. That's what we're trying to do, Jess.
Well, it's working, clearly.
Yeah.
No, do you remember us with the first iPhone or like the iPod Touch? The apps that we thought were so cool, like the beer drinking one, or just like before there was like a flashlight app. Yeah, things like that.
Yeah.
And that's when we were like teenagers. We were like, this is so cool. You're telling me you can't just plop a baby in front of like an audioless video of like a tree with the leaves changing or something, and
an animated fishbowl.
Yes, and that's exactly right.
Yeah,
an animated aquarium or something. Just have that on loop. Excuse me. And that's what makes me crazy. Is that all these people should know better. On the subway, you should know better. Like in the fucking bookstore, you should know better.
Just out in public, know how to fucking behave.
I can't. God, and it's everyone. It's young people with their TikToks, and it's old people with their fucking speakerphones.
It's also young people when they start like talking really loud and they're like in groups. It's like, yo, chill the fuck out.
I have sympathy for that because I was that teenager.
I mean,
and I think that's natural.
One, too, for like
I think
we're all. Bit,
I think that's a tale as old as time, and that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll let that slide.
When like the kids get rowdy on. I would take that any day over having to hear someone's fucking TikToks or whatever.
Oh my god, the worst is like when they're constantly scrolling on TikTok and it's the same TikTok or like the same sound effect with like a different TikToks. Like,
especially when they're in another language.
My god,
it's like I can't even understand. I'm not even in on whatever the TikTok is.
Oh, it was funny. Come on, yeah. No, I get that too, man. It's ridiculous.
You know what? You'll love this. You'll love this. I had this conversation with this comedian who I don't really know him at all. I just had this one conversation with him, and I like him well enough. Like he's fine. And
we can bleep out his name.
No, I don't care. Okay. No, I'm just trying to say this is not like I'm not trying to be like this guy's my best friend because he's like I guess a popular guy. Whatever.
Okay,
anyway, I don't know him that well, but the point is we had this conversation. And I forget how it started. Like we were at, and anyway, I'm not gonna say where we were, but anyway, and it became him asking me. I guess I don't know what we were talking about. Maybe we were talking about immigrants or something.
That's a very popular topic with you. Yes,
classic.
Yeah,
but this was like over a year ago or something. Anyway,
okay.
the point is, and he asked me.
Yeah,
I thought this was amazing. By the way, I thought this was amazing.
Like, good icebreaker.
Well, no, the conversation itself was organic. Okay. How we got to that point.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
No fault there. But he asked me, so you're saying when you hear people speaking in other languages out in public, it like bothers you? And I was like, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Why wouldn't it?
I agree.
we had this conversation, and I just agree. And he wasn't even like being rude about it. He sort of was, but I could tell it was in like a kind of playful way, whatever. But I was just shocked that this was presented as like this weird thing. This is the point. This is very important, Dylan. Okay. If you're going to ask me, so it bothers you when people speak in languages you don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that, yes.
Take the fact aside. Put aside the fact that this is an English-speaking country, first of all. English and French, whatever.
And French,
Put that aside.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm in a scenario in any place ever when I don't understand the languages being spoken around me, it's going to be annoying to me because I don't understand the language. Does that make sense? Why? Does. And inversely, last point, I promise.
And I agree with what you're saying. Yes.
Inversely, why would you be happy about that? Why would the answer be anything but I find that annoying? Yes, I love to not understand the gibberish other people are speaking. Yes, I enjoy being confused by these sounds that mean nothing to me. Yeah. I love that being in my ears.
No,
what kind of freak are you?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And I wish people would just stop pretending that the basic requirement for people to communicate in a language you understand, I wish people would stop pretending that this is like some kind of like racist demand.
Yeah, it's not. And the reason why is because these same people that are defending these languages, I would confidently say that like they're defending these languages and they're saying, it should be spoken in places like Canada, England, the United States, wherever. It's like, okay, fine, that's one thing. But how come if you were to go to their countries and loudly communicate in English, over there it's okay to say that that's a problem and that the people there are just like, we don't understand it, we don't like it, we're annoyed by it.
Yeah.
They're allowed to...
Can I just say, it's also just annoying. Like, that is kind of, frankly, a more succinct way of putting what I just said. It's annoying. It's annoying. I don't understand you. So it's just noise.
Yeah.
It's like a car alarm going off. It's just noise. Anyway, sorry. No, but it's true. It's true.
I love your tangents.
Thank you.
There needs to be more of that.
I feel like I'm getting physically heated. I'm worried. I'm getting like red because
Did you want to take a break?
No, I'm okay.
No, we're good? Okay.
I'll be okay.
But all I'm trying to say is I think your tangents are great because more people need to actually be comfortable with speaking out about what really truly makes them uncomfortable. And also just speaking your opinion without like feeling the need to like pander to people, which is what a lot of people do. They go, well, this is how I feel, but I don't want to offend people. It's like, say how you feel.
Yeah.
If people don't say how they feel, then we truly lose connection with who we are, and then we lose connection with each other, and then we lose connection entirely.
But I do buy into the theory that is by design.
We're on agreement.
No. If you can get people psychologically, if you can get people to say things they don't believe, if you can get people to advocate.
1984 by George Orwell.
Of course.
Okay,
of
great.
course.
We're on the same page once again.
In high school, yes, exactly. If you can like think about what that takes.
Yeah, it's a bunch of thought police that are just like controlling how we. That's stupid.
But the thing is, it's not. See, it'd be one thing in 1984. It is the thought police.
Yeah.
But in this, like, this is being socially enforced by like people you and I know. Yeah. Like just regular people that you encounter in the world that have no stake in the system.
But then how are they getting influenced to be that way?
I think they're less critical. I think their critical thinking skills are just underdeveloped. I could be meaner about it, but I mean, listen, I think fundamentally, like, leftists are very, oh no, what's the word I should use? Ooh.
Should I say it based on what I said a few moments ago?
No. I think leftists are like very like ungenerous.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty much all the time about everything. Yeah. But I think, you know, you can swing too far in the other direction.
The other direction for sure.
And you can be like provocative for provocative's sake. And I actually don't think provoking people is the solution.
Yeah.
I don't think that people who espouse like, you know, middle ground and connection and building bridges. Okay, well, provoking people is not part of that.
Yeah. No. Okay. That's a fair take. And I can see it that way too, but you know, sometimes you can't always help it. Because I think it's just human nature where like you just feel like there's that darker part of you, and everyone has that.
Yeah, so this is the last break in this episode, hopefully. If you've made it this far, once again, thank you so much for supporting and listening and just enjoying this episode, hopefully, right? It doesn't mean a lot just to me, the host. It also means a lot to the guests of this episode or this podcast. So once again, if you've made it this far, thank you, and hopefully you keep supporting the Wit and Wilds podcast. And enjoy the rest of this episode.
Here's what I'm going to say. I don't like it when Canadians talk about American politicians like in a negative way. Like, they can talk about them in a positive way, but then again, I'm just like, that's a little weird too. But the reason why I don't like it when, like, for example, I'll see, like, comedians making jokes about, oh, Trump this, Trump that. I'm like, okay, can you make jokes about your current people in power?
For sure.
And see how they're clowns in some sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, these people are... I feel really strongly about this. A lot of these people, don't know anything about their own country. They don't know anything about their own system of government. No. They don't know anything about the politics in their own country, really.
But that ties back to what you're saying about their critical thinking skills being subpar.
That's right.
Yeah.
Trump is also like very easy for everyone, whether it's here in Canada or whether it's in the States, like, you know, from the artistic perspective, whether it's like, you know, the comedy, the late night hosts or SNL or the comedian, like Trump is so easy. It's so tired. It's so boring.
It's a very low hanging fruit of a subject. Yeah.
But like kind of most importantly, I just think these people in Canada are obsessed with America.
Yes.
And they pretend they're not. It's very the like,
let's get into this.
It's very like, oh my God, like we all just like hate her so much. Don't we just like all hate her? Yeah. Let's just spend like 3 hours talking about how much we hate her.
Girls episode.
No, I'm not even saying mean. It's just like if you really detest something, then like, why is this the only thing?
Why give it more power with your words? Yes.
Yeah, like why not promote what it is that you actually like instead of talking all the time about like what you hate and don't approve of? Like, why don't you try to build up Canada, or if that's how you feel, if that's possible, whatever. So there's certainly debate there. And some people do, as far as I'm concerned, like do walk the walk on that. But a lot of times, like it's people who obviously only consume American culture. They only consume, I see you only listen to American music. You only watch American TV shows. You only watch American movies. Well, I don't know about that, but if you say so, sure, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Oh no, trust me, I know people who solely watch football. Yeah. American football, the NFL. Course. Yeah. And they speak very poorly of. Sure.
Yeah.
So it's like, what?
and everybody that they follow, all their influencers or whatever, are all based in the States. Yep. These people are de facto like Americans. They have let America influence their life so much. Yep. And there's like a cognitive dissonance. They're saying they hate something that they are truly obsessed with. If you hated America, then you would stop consuming. So you would stop choosing to consume so much American culture all the time.
A lot of people have American heroes.
Yeah, of course.
And if they really hate America, then they would completely.
Yeah, and maybe it's obvious. I'm thinking of certain people, unfortunately now, but it.
Let's name them. No,
but it's like, but it's like they'll share an article about like urbanism. Yeah, and it's like what made what made New York City the most X city in the world, or like they love Zoran Mamdani or whatever. Like when they actually share an opinion about something, or like everybody needs to read this, everybody needs to see this. It's about something taking place in the United States. It's about a program that's based in the United States.
And it's something that they know nothing about.
Well, they know as much as the article says or whatever, but
I'm saying they know nothing about it because they've never lived that experience.
No.
They just know it from an outside perspective, and then they run with it just like anyone else would that, again, doesn't critically think as well. Yeah.
Well, and my theory is that they are dying too. Like, my theory is that, like, if they could, they would go live in the States. If it was easy, for sure. Yeah. They would be, if there was, like, a moment
like a pathway to actually, like, live there.
And it was, like, kind of, they would do it for sure.
Yeah.
They actually do want to, like, make money and be successful.
But then there's that one part of them where it's like, I feel like it's a mask that they wear where they say, no, I would not do that at all because I love Canada, etc. Well, I don't think you do. And again, based off what you're saying, I really don't think that they love Canada as much, because then, okay, well then why don't you fully support or even fully criticize what's going on here? Yeah. Right? Because you can do the same for another country, fully support it and criticize it with such a strong level of whatever, but then you can't do the same for the country that you were born and raised in, the country that literally fed you from 0 to your age now. Well,
I'll tell you why. I feel comfortable saying this very definitively. Yeah. Because it would be boring. Because if you wanted to, like, listen, if you are I don't know, if you're my age, if you're a 32-year-old woman and you're like, I want to actually get into politics. I want to, like, know what politics is. Yeah. Because of all the, like, political stuff I see floating around on my, like, For You page or whatever. But I want to actually get into it. I want to know something about it. You're not going to go and read up about, like, about the history of Parliament and the different responsibilities of, like, the 3 branches of government, and, like, you're not going to learn the difference between, like, the Senate and the House of You're just not going to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to go on YouTube and you're going to, watch whatever, Jon Stewart, or who's even on now, like, who
Jimmy
are the
Kimmel?
No, like, who's the Daily Show? Is that Jon Stewart? Whatever. You're gonna watch, like,
Charlemagne, all those people.
You're gonna watch edutainment.
Yes.
Where it's like a 20-minute video about, like, here's this bill in the Senate
constructed in such a way to make you
and that's right, and that'll be totally biased, and it's entertainment. So it's got half of its jokes, half of it is, like, the old John Oliver, like putting something up on the screen behind. Yeah.
It's again
that's
going
like
back
ironic.
it's again going back to like a low hanging fruit concept. Yeah. It's just it's there for you to grab, and then when you grab it, you notice that it's mostly rotten, and then you're like, well, I still got a fruit.
So once again, if you've made it this far, thank you, and hopefully you keep supporting the Wit and Wilds podcast, and enjoy the rest of this episode.
Did you have a good Valentine's weekend?
Well, my fiance lives in Minnesota.
Okay, so...
And I don't live in Minnesota. So, but...
Yeah.
But, I had shows. I substituted...
Well, it was good, at least.
I substituted my... Yeah.
Yeah.
My second love came through on Valentine's Day.
That's good.
No.
It was like as long as you had that. Like, mine was okay. I mean, it was good, but I took this girl to go and see that movie. You know that movie...
Zootopia.
No, fuck no. She's good. That's how you get a girl going.
In IMAX.
Yeah. No. What was
VIP theater.
Oh, I actually went to a VIP theater.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but we
for the date.
Yes.
Okay.
We saw what's that movie? Wuthering Heights.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. We can't talk.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
No, I've seen it too.
Oh, okay.
But I love.
Oh, you
Wuthering
saw it by
Heights.
yourself? Did you?
No,
cry?
I actually saw it with my best friend.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah.
No, I didn't cry. It's a bastardization.
Oh, yeah.
I read the
Okay,
book
good.
is one of my favorite. I literally have like a Wuthering Heights like pillow. I have a Wuthering Heights like purse. Like I love Wuthering Heights.
Okay.
And the movie was
garbage.
A catastrophe.
Yeah. I was underwhelmed.
Very,
I was
talking about trauma.
Bro.
Very upsetting.
And this girl that I went to go see it with, she was like, "Oh, it's gonna be so great, and it's gonna be our foreplay."
I hated that.
Bruh, what?
That offended me.
Well, I mean, it clearly did not work.
Oh, so, I was gonna say a spoiler, but anyway,
no, you can. We can talk about spoilers.
No, it's fine. It's not for us. It's for them.
Who cares?
I care.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, but it was a good movie. It was a good time.
It was not a good movie. It was not a good time.
It was not a good movie.
Don't listen to this man. He knows not what he says.
Sorry. I'm talking about the things that happened after. But anyway, I'm not getting into details. I'm just saying it was nice.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you had a good Valentine's Day.
It was good.
Did you get her flowers?
Did not get her flowers, but she...
Zoom in on this as I shake my head. Very important.
Did not get her flowers, but, everything else was kind of well done, I would say. Like, there were candles involved.
Oh, that's nice.
So, I put in a little bit of effort,
Put in a little bit of effort.
That's what guys gotta do, Just gotta put in some effort.
That's right. I concur. Not really. But
oh my God. Is there anything else, though, you do want to touch on? Also, sorry, just real quick, I want to talk about Wuthering Heights just a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm not going to lie, during that movie, I laughed a lot at some scenes. Like the one scene where, and this is probably in the books too, this dude sits on some eggs.
Oh, yeah. And that's not in the books.
Okay, either way.
It's not in the books at all.
Either way, I thought, damn, did he sit on a hernia? Like, what happened? Like, I was dying. I had so many inappropriate things. And this girl that I was watching it with, she was dying as well, too. We were both...
So that was funny?
Well, we would both kind of make jokes, like, checking on each other, Be like, yeah, so what about that part? Or like, there would be parts where it'd be like we both lean in and be like, and then she would say, like, oh, she didn't even finish. And I was like, I was just thinking that,
But that's
you don't gotta be a prude. But then, you know that happened.
Yes, but that sounds... No, I was gonna say that sounds like a good date. Like, if you have, like, a connection and you can, like, make jokes about something,
I'm just saying your facial reaction was just... You were just like, ugh.
I mean, the movie is so over the top in terms of how disgusting it tries to be.
Yeah.
Like the thing with the eggs and like that shot with like the snail going up. There's a lot of like squishy, wet kind of like
moist
effects. yeah.
You don't like the word moist?
I don't care about the word moist. I don't understand that. I've never understood what that means.
Same.
I have like other things, like other weird, but that's not one.
Okay.
No, the movie is intentionally like disgusting.
Yeah.
Which the book Wuthering Heights is not. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just shock value. It's just trying to like. It's just look. That movie was directed by some rich girl who has no depth of understanding about probably really anything, but certainly not such a complex work of literature, which by the way is like there's twice as much plot, if not, more than twice as much plot and other characters involved. And
books are always going to be better than movies.
But it's not just that. She literally cut out like half of like what the current, what that movie is like the first half of what the book is.
Oh,
and then there's like a whole second half of the book,
which is just completely left out.
It's completely left out.
Jesus Christ! Wow.
That is actually very important to the complexity of the whole rest of the story, and the characters in the book are much more
complex.
Complex, but also likable.
Yeah, because I did not like any of the characters. They're all. This feels like a fucking drama.
It feels like the movie is like a teen drama with actors who are like in their 20s and 30s and look like it, and in the book, that's a spoiler, but anyway, no, just fail.
Yeah, that movie was just.
If you want to watch a good version, ITV from Britain has a miniseries starring Tom Hardy and his wife, actually. They're both actors, but he's obviously a bigger star than her. Mm-hmm. Sorry to her, I can't remember her name. But Tom Hardy met his wife playing Heathcliff and Catherine in this adaptation of Wuthering Heights for British TV, and it's really good. It's only like, maybe it's from 2009 or something. Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, honestly, shout outs to the British, man. They know how to do things. Like, and we'll end on this too. But
no, what?
I don't know if you're a big fan of this or if you ever were, but I'm a huge fan of like the Harry Potter books, the movies. Doesn't really hit for you, and I get it. That's fine. But for me, the one thing that's been going is the audiobooks.
Oh, okay.
It's like a full cast audiobook.
I get ads for these for Audible.
Sound effects, and it's like so immersive. It's so beautiful. Like, even if you're not a fan, you just got to just try it once.
Okay. It's not that I'm not a fan. It's just like when I was the right age.
Yeah.
When we were that age, I read the first book and the second book, and then I just like stopped. I guess it just didn't.
Wait, did you read them as kids?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't read the books until like grade 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was more of a movie kid growing up. I didn't really like reading, and then I got into reading around like grade 7.
Yeah, well, like, I never disliked the books or anything. I just, sometimes you read something and you're like, oh, I'm done with that.
Okay, well, continue it.
But I have been getting the ads for what you're talking about, where it's like Matthew McFadden is one of the voices, and what's his name? Hugh Laurie is one of the voices.
Oh my god, it is magical. Like, you literally feel like you're a part of it. It's so good. I just finished the 4th book that came out.
So they read the whole book, or it's like a script?
They read the whole book. Like, read
the book.
There's a narrator that is a narrator for every single book, and then they have a younger cast for the first 3 books for the trio.
Okay.
And then, I mean, like, they got the right Dumbledore, they got the right Hagrid, they got the right McGonagall, they got the right trio, they got the right Dobby.
Who's Dobby?
The little house elf.
No, but
second book.
The actor.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know too much.
Who's Dobby? No, I should have let you explain what Dobby is. I should have just kept asking more and more questions.
Oh yeah, and who is he? Is he on the dark side? Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, but I'm realizing that if you actually had to explain what Dobby is to someone who had never heard of, did not know anything, it would
blow their minds. They would think I'm. Yeah.
It would open up so many more questions about. Anyway.
But yeah, it's so good, and I highly recommend it, not just to you, but to everyone watching. Like, you can even get like Audible, like one of their subscriptions where you can get the books for like.
So it costs something.
Yeah, it's like 99 cents for like a trial for like 3 months. So 99 cents for 3 months. 3 months you get 3 credits. So you can technically get the first 3 books for $1.
So each book is a credit.
No, you get credits, but each book has its own set price of like $24 to like $30 something dollars.
Yeah.
So yeah, just do that and you can experience the magic of it, and it's beautiful.
Literally.
Wear headphones if you can, or don't. You don't have to.
Wear headphones.
Yeah.
Unless you are in the privacy of your own home, and even then.
No, what I'm trying to say is wear headphones if you're out in public, on public transit.
This is. I hope I haven't jinxed the rest of my life. I had a moment like an hour ago where we were talking about some stuff and I kind of zoned out because I was like, did I just jinx my whole fucking life? Like, am I gonna end up like fucking divorced and like childless and like infertile and like
don't say
destitute because I talked about how happy I am.
Well, there's those crazy cat ladies, and there's gonna be a crazy ice cream lady.
To cats. I couldn't.
Oh, same here.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Cats. I mean, they're cute, but like they're.
I hope I didn't jinx my whole life. I'm really looking forward to it. Don't divorce me.
If you have. We'll have you back on the podcast so you can explain why everything's gone to shit.
Listen, that'd be really funny. And I love a bit. I love the bit. Yeah. So, okay. Still, let's, again, I want to not,
touch wood. Well, that's almost wood.
I know. I hope I didn't jinx it more, that it wasn't real wood. Anyway.
It's fine. Right. You'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. But,
for those of you who hung in there.
Thank you guys so much. I'm going to have so much fun editing this. I got to start.
How much? I'm so interested in
editing. Takes a long time.
Can you edit like right where I said that? Or I was like, how much edit? Can you just cut it off?
Oh yeah, I will probably zoom out and like add a picture of how many cuts there are and how much, like, I got to edit audio. I got to create a thumbnail. I got to like get another headshot of you that is probably not the same one from last time because, I got to do cuts.
Use this for the thumbnail.
Okay, we'll try.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Okay, but it's a lot of work.
He's going to pick a different thumbnail that's embarrassing.
Probably. But anyway, a lot of work goes into these podcasts. I'm one person that does pretty much everything from beginning to middle to the end. I'm lucky enough to have guests that are wanting to be on this podcast for like hours and just talk as if no time has gone by.
There are perks.
Yes, we're doing this together. So thank you.
Together. What's your Patreon?
I don't have a Patreon yet.
Big mistake. Get a Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm saying that. I don't know anything about Patreon. It just felt like another one of those podcast isms.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe you'll get the uncensored version on Patreon. Where
Wait, is that what it is?
Jess goes off on a tangent, and her tangent is
dial
behind a paywall.
I was going to say, I have other tangents. If you'd asked different questions, then we could have had some spicy tangents, but oh well.
Okay, that's for next time.
Next time. I like the idea of putting them behind a paywall though, because they deserve that.
They do, yes. I deserve something out of this, at least. So thank you guys so much for your fucking support. It's been an absolute blast having you on this podcast as usual. I love that our discussions are so broad and so like full of life and full of meaning, and that we can see things from our own perspectives and just have a good time while having these conversations.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I love it. I come back anytime.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching once again. This has been another episode of the Wit and Wild podcast, and we'll see you guys next time.